Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the Pips. I've been doing this for like 3 days now, and really been enjoying it, and just really been a fun time like trying to figure out how this works. But yeah, let's go ahead and knock out this easy. So we have I mean, these are all just 4 all across the board. Yeah, so immediately we know the five's got to go here because it's the only thing greater than four. So we don't know if it's either gonna it would never go like this. So that's a lock. This has to go sideways, so this would have to be the 4 by itself. This is the only thing that's a 4 by itself left, so this got to add up to 2, and that's that, and that's that. Okay, nice and easy run. Let's move on to the medium. Okay, a lot of equals here. This 3 means there's got to be at least 3 of that of a number, so we know the 6 can never go in there because there's only 2 of it. Anything else that can never go in there? The 0, the 5. Okay. Okay. All right, so we have this immediately that I didn't even notice. That just has to be that. Oh, no it doesn't. Let's say it's this. Let's say that it is that because we know that the 0 can never go into this. If this was standing up and then this would have to be like the exact, is there a exact replica? No. So these these have to be sideways and they have to be duos. No, that's not true either. Interesting. Because this would be sideways. Yeah. And then this would be down. This is going to be tough to put this all together. This obviously has to go sideways, so it's got to be a 3. So it'd be the 3 and the 1, and that can't be greater than 8. Okay, yeah, this was the real key, was finding this. And then this has got to be the other 3, like that. And then, let's see, so this has to be sideways now. Oh, hold up. 3, 5. Hold up. Let me rehash this concept. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm doing wrong. So that would have to go there. This has to be greater than 8, not equal to 8. That was the mistake. So this is very up in the air. This now has to be a 1. And it can't be the 1, 6, so it has to be the 1, 2. Yeah. And then let's just test this out. So that'd be the 2, 6, that'd be that, and that'd be that. All right. Not too bad. Hiccup in there, but let's move on to the hard. Okay. Always trying to, so right here, we always start in the corner. Is there a 4, 4? No. So this has to be a 4, 0. And there we go. We're off. Now, this does not have to be a 5, 5. Can it be, though? No. So this has to be sideways, which means pretty much nothing. Okay, it means pretty much nothing. So what about this? Is there another 4, 0? No. So this has to be a 4, 3. Okay. Is there a 3, 0? Yes. Is there another 4, 3? No. So this has to be a 3, 0. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And then this could be a lot of things, I imagine. So, what else can we do? There is a 4, 2. There's got to be one that has a greater than 3 and a less than 3. So that would be a 4 and a 2, or like a 5 and a 1 also works. 5 and a 0 also works. There's just so many things that can go here. But there aren't a lot of things that can go here. Oh, and we've established this has to be standing up. So this, okay. If this has to be standing up, it doesn't really, then, okay, let's figure out what 0 goes here. So it could go sideways. Usually there's a... Okay, let's mess around with a different corner. So we have this right here. So is there a 2-5? Yes. Is there a 2-4? Yes. Ooh, man. Is there a 4-5? Yes. Hmm. Okay. Let's lock in. Figure this out. We haven't touched this yet. I need to try to figure this out. So, but again, this could be like a billion things. Like I don't even know if this necessarily even has to matter. So, let's go with... Let's see all the ways that this could go this way. So we have a 4 and a 1, requiring this to be a 3. Is there a 3-0? No. So then that would require us to be a 3-5. Is there a 3-5? Yes. So let's work with this. So this works so far. This would then be, is there a 3-2? Yes. Is there a 3-0? No. So that would then require that. Okay. Okay. Is there there's a 4-5, is there a 4-2 still? There's both. So this is branching like crazy right now. This has to be standing up, which means that this has to be sideways, which means that this would have to be sideways, right? And so that would have to go there. And so now this 4-2 doesn't work because we've had to use it there, right? And so now we would need the 4-5 right there. And we need the 2-5 right here. Okay. What do we have left? We have a 3-0 right here. Ooh, but now we've backed ourselves into a corner with this 3-0. Because we have to fill out the entire thing, I'm pretty positive. And so this would have to face down, and then we'd have a dead spot right here. Okay. And so that means... Is this a lock? Yeah. So we know this has to go here, actually. I didn't even establish that. Okay, now there's the other way this goes is trying a different 4. And the good news is... The bad news is there's only one other one. It's... Hang on. Am I sure that this has to go like that? No. No, I'm not. I'm not sure that has to go like that. Because it could face up, which I actually didn't even check before. Oh boy, that might be a problem. That might be a problem. Okay. Whatever. Let's just hope that that's not a problem. So now we have 2 needed. And it would either be a 2 and a 5 or 2 and a 0. Let's try the 2 and the 5 again. And now we're back into our similar territory. 3-2. Requiring either a 4-2, which we already used, or a 4-5, which we have. Requiring a 2-5, which we then would have used here. Okay. So yeah, very sad, very unfortunate, but I think I actually had it right the first time, and I just wasted a ton of time for no reason, but whatever, we'll move. So we have the 4 here, and then we have our 3-5 here, and then we have our 3-2 there. Now this is not sure, because now we know the 4-2 at the very least isn't going to do this. It's going to do something like this. And so what other 4? We have no other 4. And so that... Wait a minute, we have no other 4. What am I talking about? I was about to say there's no way. I do think that this and this makes a lot of sense. And so that would just mean that this has to do this. No, but that doesn't work. Oh, wait. Yeah, it can, though, because we would just put it like that. And then that does work, because then this stands. No, that doesn't work. What are you talking about? Wow. Really? Hmm. Hmm. Just thinking for a second here, making sure that I'm right. Because this would get in the way, and then this would go sideways. Wait, wait, wait. Here, here, yeah. Yeah, this would then have to be that. And then we're going to run into the same problem. That there's no 3-0. 3-0 is right here. But then there's no 4-3. So now we're back into... Where is it? This would be... We're back into this would be the 4-2 there. Leaving us with... the 2-5, which didn't work. This didn't work for some reason, but I kind of need to see it again. 3-2. Was it here? Because this has to be a 4-2 or a 4-5, and they wouldn't exist anymore. Yeah, so that's the problem. Okay. Because this doesn't have to be the 2-5. This can be the 2-0. This can be the 2-0. But then this would have to be the 3-0, which we would have already used here. 3-2. No, but now we still have the 4-5. Yeah, now we still have the 4-5. So then this does work. Okay. So then that's that. That's that. 5-2. There. Okay. Any of these three could go here, but this is either a 2 up. How many 2s are left? Only 1 2 is left, which would mean it has to go there. Only 1 4 is left, which means that it has to go there. That's now... No, this is a 0-5, which goes right there. A 3. We're going to go with this for now. And this has to be a 0 and something. Yeah, and then this goes there. And then this goes there. Okay. Got a little stuck in the middle, but honestly not too bad. Thanks for tuning in, and look forward to doing it tomorrow. Thank you.